You have been listening to Woodstock Academy Live. This copyrighted webcast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without authorized written consent of the Woodstock Academy. Woodstock Academy would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you've enjoyed today's broadcast. Today's game has been brought to you by First American Home Loans, Quinnebog Valley Community College, Girardi Insurance Services, Grill 37 Restaurant in Pomfret Center, The O'Brien Group, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, and Busquets Appliances in Danielson and Willimantic, with production support provided by Oconchabar Productions, LLC. Remember, today's broadcast is available to be seen on woodstockacademy.org/athletics/live. This has been a production of the Woodstock Academy.
Hey ladies, we want to share a secret with you. You're right. The fastest way to a man's heart is through his stomach. So why not get him what he really wants this year? No, not another necktie or tools. A gift certificate to Grill 37. It's a gift that he'd be happy to share with you. Get your gift certificate today at Grill 37, 37 Putnam Road in Pomfret by calling 860-315-5640 or at grill37.com.
Grill 37, helping you make this holiday season merry and bright. Closed December 24th through the 28th.
Hi, this is Jeff Busquet.
And Kaylin Busquet of Steve Busquet's Appliance and TV, your hometown appliance store. We've been committed to providing the lowest prices and best customer service in the area for over 35 years, and we are excited to continue this tradition at our newest location, now open at 600 Main Street in Willimantic. We carry and service your favorite and most trusted brands of appliances, TVs, and furniture.
We know you've all heard about back orders in the appliance industry, but at Busquets, our salespeople can find you what you're looking for in stock and ready to be delivered. Amana washers and dryers are only $4.89 each. Whirlpool front-load washers and dryers are only $8.49 each and can handle a king-size comforter. Frigidaire 18 cubic foot refrigerators are only $6.75. And just arriving, a new batch of Scratch and Dent appliances at our Willimantic store. Scratch and Dent are brand new with a full warranty. We have 18 cubic foot refrigerators for $5.99. Side-by-side refrigerators start at $8.99. And remember, at Busquets, we service everything we sell and take a year to pay interest-free.
Check us out at one of our locations in Danielson and Willimantic or online at busquetsappliance.com. Pay more, what for?
And now that we're at Fieldhouse, we can turn that up so I can hear me. How can you hear yourself well enough?
Check 2. Yep, we're good. Check 2.
There was a little bit of a breakup right there. So obviously you're not going to want to have that playing in the background because you'll hear it through your microphone. But what are you pointing at?
Checking 1, checking 2, checking 1, checking 2.
Yeah, this has been going for it's about a 30-second delay. So in 30 seconds you'll hear yourself. This is Woodstock Academy Live. Today's game is brought to you by Busquets Appliances in Danielson and Willimantic, The O'Brien Group, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, Grill 37 Restaurant in Pomfret Center, Girardi Insurance Services, Quinnebog Valley Community College, First American Home Loans, and Oconchabar Productions, LLC.
Woodstock Academy. Ethan Davis barking the signals. He goes back to throw, looking down the field, tucks it, then throws, long forgets, throwing it, touchdown, Jackson gets! Touchdown, Jackson gets! He got behind the D. He beat Liam Pickett to the ball, and Jackson gets with a 33-yard touchdown reception. This is Petrella. Petrella trying to dribble her way through, using that stick and had it knocked away, but picked up there by Perry. Back to Petrella, sends it in, and it's a goal for Woodstock Academy. And on it is Odorsky. Odorsky got it off his back.
Could be a problem.
Get it? He got there first, he shoots, and he scores! Ryan Odorsky.
Now, for all the play-by-play action, here's Woodstock Academy Sports Information Director, Mark Allard, and color commentator extraordinaire, Greg Smith.
And welcome to the Alumni Fieldhouse here on a Sunday afternoon as the Woodstock Academy Centaurs take on the Winchendon School, the Wapitis.
The Wapitis versus the Centaurs.
On a Sunday afternoon.
On a Sunday afternoon.
You gotta love it. But we do have some prep basketball for you. Should be a lot of fun. Haven't been with you in a little while. Been experiencing a little, shall we say, computer fun, but we have, I think, remedied things, and we're ready to do a full season, I hope, of basketball for you live from the Alumni Fieldhouse. Mark Allard and Greg Smith along with you. The Woodstock Academy Centaurs Gold Prep Team comes in with a 7-4 record. Winchendon, now they also, I guess, could be called the Elks or the Bucks.
I like Wapitis.
They come in with a 1-3 record on the season. And this is the time of year, kind of a tough time of year, actually. I mean, the Centaurs coming off a loss, a 3-point loss to St. Thomas More on Friday. But a tough time of the year in the sense of this, and that is you have holiday time now,
right,
kind of really playing on everybody's mentality, if you will. We're starting to get into holiday mode, and you've got to wonder how that affects the product on the floor.
Some of these guys have not been home, have not seen their families since August, and it's difficult not to get ahead of yourself and start thinking about those 2 weeks off. But they've got to finish as strong as they started. The hiccup that happened on Friday against St. Thomas More, put that in the rear view and finish this game. This Sunday afternoon game, we've only got a couple of fans in the house, so I hope everybody's comfortable at home watching this game. But take care of business today and move on.
And, of course, this really starts, for us anyway, a marathon of basketball, because we are starting the high school season tomorrow for the girls, and we'll be right back at you with a girls basketball game tomorrow, a girls basketball game on Wednesday, a boys basketball game on Thursday. We plan to broadcast all of them for you over the next few days. Then we take a week off. Well, we get Christmas off too, not much. And we'll come back and have another game after that during the break, if you will. So certainly a situation where we're going to have a lot of fun today. We're going to watch some basketball. Hopefully you can get away from the NFL for a little while and watch the Centaurs against the Wapitis. Coming up live from the Alumni Fieldhouse.
Hi, this is Jeff Busquet.
And Kaylin Busquet of Steve Busquets Appliance and TV, your hometown appliance store. We've been committed to providing the lowest prices and best customer service in the area for over 35 years, and we are excited to continue this tradition at our newest location, now open at 600 Main Street in Willimantic. We carry and service your favorite and most trusted brands of appliances, TVs, and furniture.
We know you've all heard about back orders in the appliance industry, but at Busquets, our salespeople can find you what you're looking for in stock and ready to be delivered. Amana washers and dryers are only only $4.89 each. Whirlpool front-load washers and dryers are only $8.49 each and can handle a king-size comforter. Frigidaire 18 cubic foot refrigerators are only $6.75. And just arriving, a new batch of Scratch and Dent appliances at our Willimantic store. Scratch and Dent are brand new with a full warranty. We have 18 cubic foot refrigerators for $5.99. Side-by-side refrigerators start at $8.99. And remember, at Busquets, we service everything we sell and take a year to pay interest-free.
Check us out at one of our locations in Danielson and Willimantic or online at BusquetsAppliance.com. Pay more, what for?
Hey ladies, we want to share a secret with you. You're right. The fastest way to a man's heart is through his stomach. So why not get him what he really wants this year? No, not another necktie or tools. A gift certificate to Grill 37. It's a gift that he'd be happy to share with you. Get your gift certificate today at Grill 37, 37 Putnam Road in Pomfret by calling 860-315-5640 or at grill37.com.
Grill 37, helping you make this holiday season merry and bright, closed December 24th through the 28th.
And welcome back to Woodstock Academy, the Alumni Fieldhouse. The Winchendon School Wapitis coming out in their white uniforms with the green trim.
Terrible. Terrible color combination.
I didn't think you'd like it. Woodstock Academy coming out in their navy blue with the gold trim on this Sunday
Now that's
afternoon.
a good look.
You like that look?
Yeah, I do.
I wonder why.
I can't imagine.
I can't. Well, let's put it this way. There's a commercial on television that says, "Did you buy this shirt? Does it resemble something?" Well, he's got blue and gold stripes, and he's got a Woodstock Academy Centaur pullover, right? Well, no, it's not really. I guess it's a pullover.
Vest.
A vest. Yeah, a vest is a better word for it. That's the word I was looking for, but it is, after all, a Sunday, okay? So it might be a little hard to find the words as we go through this afternoon. Woodstock Academy, as we said, coming in with a 7-4 record. They broke a 3-game losing streak recently. They had lost to Hargrave Academy and to Mount Zion Prep in the Prep School National Showcase Tournament that took place at Albertus Magnus a couple of weekends ago. Then they lost to South Kent, but they came back and beat Hoosac School before that loss to St. Thomas More on Friday.
So this is about turning the page. This is about shifting gears and making sure that we go into the holiday break the best possible way we can. There's nothing they can do about those games past that have been lost. Only thing they can do is move forward and take care of business today. One game at a time.
One game at a time. That's been our phrase for a while here. There's no question about that. By the way, we would like to thank Brad O'Connor from Oconchabar Productions. He's put in a lot of work to help us get this broadcast on the air, and we thank him very much. And
no computer programs.
No, I mean, I'm not a computer programmer. I'm the furthest from it. So from that point of view, he's helped us get on the air. We think we're set for the rest of the year. We hope to be anyway. And also like to thank the Woodstock Academy IT department for all of their help over the course of the last few weeks, working with me and putting up with me, to be absolutely honest. Set to go here. We're going to play some hoops on this Sunday.
And the Winchendon Wapitis are coached by an old friend of mine, Kevin Keogh. I've known Kevin for the last, he just told me his triplets. He has triplet children, 2 boys and a girl.
Wow.
They're turning 25 in a couple of weeks. I cannot believe it. I remember them when they were 6 years old and coming to camp for the first time. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So this is old home week for me.
The way that time flies, huh?
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun for the most part, I guess you could say.
Well, we're in the Alumni Fieldhouse, and we're playing basketball.
What more? And it's a beautiful day outside, and it's the Christmas season.
And the Patriots aren't playing until next week.
The Packers are playing, though.
Well, who cares?
They're playing tonight.
Yes,
They're playing the Chicago Bears. Aaron Rodgers does not lose to the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, but he's got to put his foot up. Because we've all seen that ugly toe. That was an ugly toe.
That was an ugly toe. I didn't even want to look, to be absolutely honest. Set to go. We'll get you the starting lineups as they come out. Javon Jordan, Frederick Felderop, Mike Myrie. Who am I missing here? I am missing number 24, which would be Marquise Hamby, and number 34 is Mohammed Kita. For Woodstock Academy, Dominic Struthers, Keenan Emmanuel, J. Shane Woodard. And number 22, Jameen Charles. And number 3 is Jalen Bradbury. We're set to go. The officials are set to go. Let's get this one underway here at the Alumni Fieldhouse. As we are set to go, the music comes to an end. This is not like the National Lacrosse League where we play music throughout the game, which I personally do not like. With the basketball is Felderop. Felderop gives it up and over to Hamby. Hamby being guarded out there. Picked up by Chase Shane Woodard. Over they work it to Myrie. Myrie works his way around the perimeter.
Nice
little
double.
Trap, and then back to Myrie along the baseline. Kicks it to the corner. The three is up, and the three is good by Felderop.
Nice ball movement by the Wapitis.
A three-pointer to start the game, 3-0. Jalen Bradbury saves us here in the broadcast booth. They jump it over, and a jumper by Struthers from three is no good. Rebound comes down to Keenan Emmanuel. Emmanuel works it around, top of the key, in the logo. Facing, looks like a 2-3 matchup. 2-2. Rebound.
I think it's a 3-2.
They tried to dump it in. It was knocked away. It's picked up by Hamby. Hamby runs down and puts it home. Marquise Hamby makes it a 5-0 game off the turnover. 5-0 Winchendon.
Yeah, it's a 3-2.
Is it? It is a 3-2. Actually, it's almost, is it almost? No, they're not playing a try or anything like that.
No, it's a 3-2.
Ball was knocked out of bounds again by Winchendon. It'll go back over to the Centaurs. Dominic Struthers will take it out.
So you need the inside touches. Somebody's got to flash to the foul line. You got to get ball in deep.
Here's Jalen Bradbury from three. Buries it. Jalen Bradbury with a three-pointer in the first three for the Woodstock Academy Centaurs.
And that'll get a team out of a 3-2 defense.
5-3 the score. Felderop up ahead to Hamby. His jumper inside the arc just knocked away by Jameen Charles. No, you're not shooting that here. So it will be Winchendon basketball along this near side.
Jameen moved north to Florida from Antigua.
From Antigua, believe it or not. This is saved right before it went out by Jordan. Got it over to Kita, back to Jordan. Jordan looked at Hamby, now gives it to him. Emmanuel tried to reach in. Hamby touched the sideline.
Great D by Emmanuel to push it just a little bit farther out of bounds and got the turnover.
He got to just reach that hand in and just cause that little delay. Emmanuel with the basketball brings it down over the timeline. Emmanuel with that right-hand dribble. He's doubled up right at the top. Picked up there by Jordan. Jordan races home and puts up the layup off another turnover. Scoring off of turnovers right now is Winchendon, 7-3. That's a second time in a row that they've scored a layup off of a turnover. J. Shane Woodard with the basketball. Tries to kick it over to Bradbury. Bradbury over to Emmanuel. Deep three. No. Front side rim. Rebound. It comes down to Kita. Kita to Felderop. Over to Myrie. Myrie gives it to Jordan. Jordan to drive the lane. Kicks it back out. Back over to Myrie. Myrie works it with that right-hand dribble. Left wing. Myrie tries to get around J. Shane Woodard underneath on the reverse. Blocked by Jameen Charles. Back out. Back over to Hamby's jumper from three. Buries it with the basket, in trouble anyway. It didn't matter.
This team can shoot, Mark.
10-3 in favor of Winchendon. That was only a 2. 9-3 in favor of Winchendon. My bad. I thought that was the 3 in my book, but who knows?
Look deep.
Dominic Struthers goes in, gets the basket and the foul. First foul of the game will go against Winchendon, and will go against number 34, Mohamed Kita, his first. And it'll send Dominic Struthers to the free throw line with an attempt to make a three-point play the traditional way.
And that's what Dominic Struther could do. 6'9" on the perimeter. He can slash to the basket, get you that and one.
Dominic Struthers out of Woodstock, Virginia.
There you go.
Gets the free throw. 9-6. Winchendon early on in this contest, as you can see by our lower left-hand corner.
Oh, yeah.
17-14. That ball comes flying our way, knocked out of bounds. Sean Saucier on the save, the athletic director, who's also running the clock today, and saving our broadcast booth at the same time. A multitasking person.
Multitask.
Keenan Emmanuel will bring it down the floor for the Centaurs. He's got a great name for this time of year, doesn't he?
Absolutely.
This is Struthers, back to Emmanuel, over to Struthers, top of the key, dumps it into Jameen Charles at the elbow, kicks it back out, jumper for Woodard. That's a three-pointer for Jay Shea.
Nice ball movement, and that's what you got to do against the zone.
9-9. With the basketball is Myrie. Myrie gets in trouble just as he got to the timeline, gives it up to Felderop, baseline move, knocked away by Dominic Struthers as he blocked that one from Emmanuel Lawal, who's into the ball game. Emmanuel with the basketball, right side, goes over to Dominic Struthers, left side, Jalen Bradbury, three, no, rebound inside and a foul on Kita. If that wasn't over the top, nothing is. That would be number 2.
And that's a problem for Kita because he is the height for Winchendon Academy. And
he
that's
went
2
right
fouls.
over the top of Jameen Charles on that one. 16:20 to go, first half, and we have substitution, Promiso Purim coming in, replacing Jameen Charles.
Jameen had a couple of nice blocks in that early going.
He did. Will be tossed on in to Dominic Struthers. Struthers partially blocked by Hamby, managed to regain possession and put it up and in.
Dominic Struther, what a strong move at the basket.
Puts
Took
the
it right at Kita.
Yep, puts the Centaurs up for the first time today. Hamby right to the lane, reverse layup with the opposite hand, no good. Rebound comes down to Jay Shane Woodard. Over to Jalen Bradbury, back to Woodard. Emmanuel just ran into Felderop, and Felderop is going to get the call. The blocking foul against Frederick. And yes, he is from Germany, so it is Frederick Felderop.
Felderop.
Yep.
I've got a student in class named Paulina Oldag. She is also from Germany.
Yes.
And ready to go home.
Oh, I think many of them are.
Yeah.
And I'm ready to go home sometimes. Dominic Struthers with the basketball. Just from the elbow extended, no good. Rebound Felderop. Quickly up ahead to La'al. La'al, runner with a little teardrop. Wouldn't go with that finger roll more so. Ball bounces back out to Jordan. They give it back to Felderop. Knocked and blocked by Jay Shane Woodard. Knocked straight up in the air. Blocked by Woodard. Got the ball back. Athletic move by Jay Shane. Over to Emmanuel.
I don't think Winchendon was expecting that.
No, that was a block from three-point land.
Yeah.
He's got a little length to him. Jalen Bradbury, left-hand dribble over into the left-hand corner. Dominic Struthers down low, inside. Purim, turnaround Jay, no good. Rebound bounced out of the hands of Emmanuel, back over to Struthers. Struthers missed once, Struthers missed twice, and the ball goes out of bounds again. And this one will go back over to Winchendon. Coming into the ballgame, Trayvon Jackson and Tyshawn Trail. Trail has been, and they're going to call a timeout. Winchendon calls a timeout, 15:05 on the clock. Woodstock Academy with an 11-9 lead over the Wapitis from Winchendon School.
Well, here's the good friend.
I'll drink to that. Say, Ernie, still fooling around with magic?
Oh, yeah. In fact, I've got a great new trick I've been working on.
Ernie, not the watch and scarf trick.
It's the watch and scarf trick. Now, let me show you. Mel, give me your watch.
You're not going to make it disappear, are you?
Now, Sylvia, I need to borrow your silk scarf.
Be careful with it, Ernie. It's my mother's.
No problem. Now, I take Mel's watch, wrap it carefully in Sylvia's scarf, and then set fire to the scarf.
Ernie!
And poof! Uh-oh.
Look at my $2,500 watch.
Jeez.
My mother's scarf. That's the watch and scarf trick.
Let me show you how it's done.
Show me. Who's your insurance agent?
There's no trick to finding good insurance coverage. Just call Girardi Insurance Services for homeowners and automobile coverage that really covers. Our experience in designing comprehensive protection programs can be tremendously helpful in your planning for the future. You never know what's going to happen next, so know you're ready for whatever happens.
When they ask who's your insurance agent,
say Girardi Insurance Services, your independent agent.
We're the answer.
See them online at GirardiInsurance.com.
Welcome back to the Alumni Fieldhouse. 11-9 the score. 5 minutes off the clock here in the first half of this game between Woodstock Academy, the Gold Prep team, and Winchendon School. With the basketball, Felderop, quick that bullet pass over to Myrie. Myrie back to Felderop. Felderop driving, gives it up quickly. Jordan in the corner. Jordan goes to the right-hand dribble. Back outside. That's actually Jordan now. Jumper is no good. Hamby on the rebound. He had the ball first. Hamby's jumper is good on the follow.
Marquise Hamby looks very smooth from the outside.
11-11. Jay Shane Woodard gives it up to O'Purim. O'Purim almost lost it. Manages to kick it back out to Bradbury from three. No good. Rebound comes down to Woodard.
The offensive boards for Woodstock Academy have been tremendous.
Remember, that's the key, said Chuck Rivera. We've got to rebound. We're bigger than we normally are. Tyshawn Trail, they may not be able to press as well, but they should be able to rebound better. With the basketball, the runner by Bradbury, no good. Rebound, Felderop off of his teammate and out of bounds as La'al just could not control that one. So the ball will go back over to the Centaurs. Trayvon Jackson will take it out. Out of Columbus, Ohio, Well, maybe he won't take it out because Keenan Emanuel just checked back in along with Simon Hildebrandt. This is Jackson now. Goes inside, knocked away by Hamby.
Oh.
Ball is knocked up the floor, picked up and slammed home by Mike Myree. Another turnover and another easy bucket for Winchendon.
And that's because Woodstock Academy didn't go hard after the rebound.
Correct. 13-11. Jackson to Emanuel. Back over to Jackson. Jackson inside O'Purum. O'Purum goes across to Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt looks to give it up and does to trail from three. No, backside rim. Rebound comes down to La'al. Up ahead to Jordan. Javon Jordan with the basketball. Over on that right wing. Javon Jordan around Emanuel behind the back dribble over to Felderop. Top of the key, working on Jackson. Gives it up
Great
and over
screen.
and a slam home by Mike Myree.
Timeout.
I think it's time for one, for sure, for Woodstock Academy. 30-second timeout. We'll take one as well with the score. Woodstock Academy trailing Winchendon 15-11.
Creating art is a different skill set as opposed to the world of academia. It serves as a kind of playground for creativity that not only provides diversity in my life, but is also something I can then use to progress my other studies. Although one of my greatest joys is acquiring knowledge through my studies, it becomes easier to feel like a machine. Art, creating, brings back the humanity in society. It is a kind of communication that is internationally understood. My name is Maya Fraga. I'm a senior from Woodstock, and I am Woodstock Academy. For more information where you can spend your next 4 years, please visit woodstockacademy.org/future-centaurs.
15-11 in favor of Winchendon School as the Centaurs try to quell this 6-point run by Winchendon.
And when Woodstock Academy looked like they were getting out and the momentum was swinging in their direction, Winchendon just turned it up.
Yes, they did.
And they are in a 1-2-2 full court press.
Emmanuel up ahead to Tyshawn Trail. Trail dumps it down over to Jackson. Jackson tried to go in and a foul on the reach. It'll be on the floor. That foul will go against number 11, Emmanuel La'al. That is his first.
Was that? No, I think it was against 10.
Was it 10? I'm sorry. Frederick Felderop, that's his second.
Right. And they've got two of their starters, Kita and Federop, with 2 each.
Sorry, I thought I saw the official without a finger up on one hand, and he did have, I guess, he did, with a finger up on both hands, and not quite. Emmanuel to Hildebrandt with the basketball.
Simon thought about taking that.
Tyshawn Trail over to Jackson from 3. Got it! Trayvon Jackson from 3. 15-14, Winchendon, jumper from long, backside rim, no good. Jackson on the rebound, off the miss by Jordan. And Jackson will bring it down the floor. Gives it up to Tyshawn Trail, fakes right, goes left, drive is
nice
good.
High off the glass.
And then the Centaurs back in the lead, 16-15. With the basketball, Hamby drives in and gets fouled. O'Purum maybe? It is O'Purum who picks it up out of New Rochelle, New York. Promise O'Purum.
And that's the first foul on Woodstock Academy today.
As to the free throw line will go number 24, Marquise Hamby.
And Coach never stops coaching.
No.
Coach Chuck Rivera coaches in his sleep, I have no doubt.
Misses the first foul, Hamby that is. So one more attempt here for Marquise Hamby.
That's the only thing he's missed today is that first free throw.
Correct. Second one is up and that one goes. Well, missed free throws, just ask the UConn Huskies women about them, how much they can hurt. 16 all here at the Alumni Fieldhouse. With the basketball, Keenan Emanuel. Emanuel over to that right side. Top of the key is Hildebrandt. His jumper from 3 is no good. Rebound, Promise O'Purum picked it back up, puts it back up and home.
What a soft left for Promise O'Purum.
Puts the Centaurs back up by 2, 18-16. With the basketball is Hamby. Hamby back over to Myree. Myree to Jordan. Jordan left corner, gets around Jackson. O'Purum picks him up. They toss it, they tried to toss it across to Walzer, who's in the ball game, and hit the rim. Down is Emanuel. That's partially blocked on his way down there by La'al. Hildebrandt to Jackson inside. O'Purum had it open that they closed in by La'al. Back out to Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt to Jackson from 3. No good. That's off the front side. Rebound comes down to Winchendon. We're going the other way with Hamby. Hamby. Well, he was going to. Now
nice
he goes
move.
on Trail, puts it up from the baseline, and he gets it. Hamby putting on a little first half show here to tie the game at 18. With the basketball is Tyshawn Trail. Trail inside the arc is no good. Rebound. It comes down to La'al. La'al brings it down the floor, gives it over to Hamby. Hamby, bounce pass back behind him, goes over to Myrie. Myrie with the basketball. Myrie and Jackson may have been picked up of that foul. Indeed it was. Trayvon, that's his first.
Second on the team.
And it'll be Winchendon basketball over to this near side with 11 minutes left to go here in the first half.
Number 4 comes in. That's Evan Poquette.
And Poquette will take it out for the Wapatees. Right down and back in front of us is Mike Myrie. Myrie gives it up to Poquette. Back over to Myrie. Myrie ran right into offensive foul. Simon Hildebrandt took it for the Centaurs. Myrie picks up the foul. That's his first. Hildebrandt will take it out for the Centaurs.
5 and 2 on fouls, 5 for the Wapitis.
Emmanuel over to Tyshawn Trail right in front of us. Trail tries to drive through 2, gets tied up. They're going to call a jump ball. Possession stays to the Centaurs. They'll have 22 seconds left on the shot clock. And Emmanuel will take it out for the Centaurs.
1-4 low against the Wapitis man.
This is Jay Shane Woodard back out to Emmanuel. Just a 2 is no good. Rebound comes down to Myrie.
Emmanuel has such height on his shot.
He does. He elevates. Here's a runner that is up and blocked by O'Purum as Calabrese tried to drive in. TJ Calabrese, who's into the ball game now for Winchendon. This is Emmanuel with the basketball. Bounce pass to Trail. Inside along the baseline, O'Purum turns, and with a little baby hook, no good, but Hildebrandt on the offensive boards.
Simon Hildebrandt can do it all.
2018, Woodstock Academy back in the lead. They dribble that one off, and driving in is Calabrese for the basket. 2020. Emmanuel to Hildebrandt. Tries to dribble by Calabrese, who's all over the place suddenly and coming into the ball game. Emmanuel to Woodard. Baseline O'Purum, knocked away from O'Purum into the hands of who else? Calabrese, knocked away from Calabrese off of his knee, back over to the Centaurs.
Good hustle by Woodstock Academy.
So coming back in, Jameen Charles and Jalen Bradbury for Woodstock Academy.
And Dominic Struthers.
And Dominic Struthers back into the ball game as well. Woodstock Academy basketball to this near side. Not a huge crowd today, expected with the NFL, I guess, on television.
Oh, what a pass
Charles
by Bradbury.
inside from Bradbury. Jameen Charles on the basket.
Cross-court pass, beautiful.
22-20. Hamby has it knocked away. Chased down by Jay Shane Woodard to Struthers to Bradbury. Bradbury had his shot altered out by the offense. Struthers no good off the boards, but Charles follows it. So another basket and a 24-20 lead for Woodstock Academy. More trouble for Winchendon. They get through the pressure, give it up to Hamby. Jumper no good. Rebound Calabrese can't hold on, but it goes out to La'al. He dribbles through and a foul. Be the third one against the Centaurs. It will be on the floor, and it will go against Jameen Charles.
His first, team's third.
And coming back in will be Kita and Jordan. Kita with those 2 infractions already.
With 9 minutes to go in this first half, you got to go right at Kita.
I would. Jordan to take it out. Having problems against Dominic Struthers. He just has to throw it out long, and it's almost taken away by Trail. La'al somehow ended up with the basketball. Hamby now, jumper inside the arc, and it's good. I don't know how that play got pulled off. I really don't.
Well, number 11, La'al, just threw the Woodstock player to the floor.
Well, that's part of it. I was waiting for that. Dominic Struthers bounce pass inside to Jameen Charles. 2 players on him.
Pass.
It means Bradbury was wide open, but he was blocked by La'al. He went too low. Inside drive is good by Javon Jordan. That's where, Bradbury just took it a little bit too low, I think, and it allowed La'al to come over and get his hand on it. As opposed to going over his head, he went with the underhand shot. Bradbury with the basketball.
You have to go strong. Against the team that's playing this strong defense, you have to go strong.
Jameen Charles had it taken away from him. Myrie with the basketball. Over into the corner. Driving is La'al. Cannot slam it home, but he got the rebound along the baseline. He kicks it back out to Hamby from 3. It's good for Marquise Hamby. Marquise Hamby just not giving up on anything.
27-24. This game just keeps going back and forth.
With the basketball is Trevon Jackson over to Jalen Bradbury. Dominic Struthers with the basketball back over to Bradbury. This is Jay Shane Woodard's drive. It's blocked, but he got it back and he puts it up and home. He stayed with it a lot. And
Timeout for
called
Woodstock
by the Centaurs. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take one as well with 7:28 to play. A 1-point lead for Winchendon.
When others say no, First American Home Loans says yes. First American Home Loans is licensed in every New England state, with the exception of Vermont, and also licensed in those great getaway states of South Carolina and Florida. First American Home Loans has been helping borrowers for over 30 years, and Keith Wilcox would like to say thank you to all of his past customers, and he's excited to help you, his future customers. Just call or text Keith Wilcox at 860-428-6300. 860-428-6300. That's Keith Wilcox, First American Home Loans. 860-428-6300.
Well, we should mention along the way that our blue prep basketball team also in action today, a long way from home in the Bronx, New York, I do believe, against Our Savior Lutheran.
And good luck to Coach Washington,
Absolutely.
Coach Denzel Washington and the blue team. I got a bunch of the blue players in class, and they're just the best kids.
I have a bunch as well in my class.
All of these guys are just, they're so much fun to be around on a daily basis. Moms and dads out there, you're doing a great job.
Absolutely. Corey Jones in the basketball game now for the Gold Prep Squad. First time we've seen the native of Wake Forest, North Carolina, in the lineup. With the basketball's La'al up to Keita, to Hamby. Hamby's had a handful. They tried to get it to Keita, who was wide open. It just went off his fingertips and into the arms of Jay Shane Woodard. To Dominic Struthers, baseline move, strong move, puts it up and home.
That's 7 points for Dominic on the afternoon.
And a 1-point lead for Woodstock Academy again, 28-27. Jordan tried to go through the double team, got it to Hamby, well actually to Myrie, over to La'al, misses from long. Rebound Woodard all by himself on the weak side. This is Bradbury. Bradbury go to Strother, right side to Jones. High above his head, top of the key is Bradbury, left side wing, Struthers back over to Bradbury. He'll reset with 17 to go on the shot clock. Bradbury looks in. That's that 3-2 I think they're back into.
Oh, absolutely.
Jones cross court to Struthers, over to Woodard. Woodard goes around Jordan, drives and blocked by Keita. Up ahead from Jordan, they get it to Hamby. Hamby back to Jordan. Thinks about the 3, takes the 3, misses the 3. Rebound, Jameen Charles, right out of the hands of
Took it
Keita.
away from him.
Yeah, I want this basketball. Struthers from 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Myrie. Back the other way for the Wapitis. Ball knocked away. Picked up on the loose ball by Jones after the block by Bradbury. Jones will bring it down into the lane. Little teardrop that did not fall. Up ahead quickly. They get it from Jordan. Over to Myrie. Myrie looks at the jumper, puts it up and cannot get it to fall, but Keita's all by himself at the free throw line. Missed off the backboard. Missed everything, really.
Some ugly ball going on right now.
Yeah, he
Settle
hit the
it down.
backboard, but that was it. Jones with the basketball. Jones against Javon Jordan right in front of us to Bradbury from 3. No, rebound comes down to Jones. That long reeb over to Jay Shane Woodard. His 3 is no good.
Look
Rebound,
at Dominic
Struthers on the offensive boards. Puts it up and no good. Jameen Charles on the offensive board. He follows it home. Wow, what work off the offensive glass for the Centaurs in that possession.
Struthers and Charles just did a great job.
With the basketball by Ray, over to Keita at the elbow, to La'al, to Jordan. Jordan looks to Hamby. Now they swing it around. They get it back over to Myrie. His jumper is no good.
What a box out by Bradbury.
You think? Opened the door to Woodard, and he threw it over the top of Jones. And in comes Trevon Jackson, Promise Opurum, Simon Hildebrandt, Tyshawn Trail, and for the first time today, Jalen Petrie. First time we've seen him in the basketball game.
JP with the sweet kicks on.
Oh, yeah, aren't they, though?
Yes, they are.
So it'll be a ball out for Marquise Hamby. Hamby over on that far side is where he'll take it out from.
And Hamby will get a couple of minutes here. I don't imagine it'll be more than 1 or 2.
Coming into the ball game, Caden Doré for Winchendon School. They bring it in over to Purum and take it knocked away. Who's got it? It comes back over to the Centaurs, Tyshawn Trail, but he was taken away by Kita. Back up the other way. They give it up to La'al. He drove in and got fouled on the play.
Smart foul by Simon Hildebrandt.
That foul will go against Hildebrandt, his first.
And the 4th on the team. That was a smart foul by Hildebrandt. Make him earn it. You're not going to get a dunk on us.
So with the basketball at the free throw line is La'al. Emmanuel La'al misses the first.
Very few free throws in the game so far today. Woodstock doesn't have, or has 1. Dominic Strother has 1 and an and 1. And this is the 4th for the Wapitis, which is just fun to say.
Yeah, that's about the good thing about it, right? And La'al hits the second one. 30-28 in favor of Woodstock Academy.
That's what they want you to do in that press. Throw it in the middle.
Here's Doré. Doré who goes back over to Jordan. This is Jordan outside.
Look
in
at
the
this
logo.
pressure.
Yeah,
5.
Trevon Jackson, Tyshawn Trail all over him. And then they got it to Kita, but Kita lost it out of bounds. So it will be a takeout out of bounds for Petrie.
And Walter Andrews come in for Woodstock.
Petrie. There's Walter Andrew. Back over to Petrie. To Walter Andrews. Andrews into the corner. Tyshawn Trail. Jumper from 3.
Boom.
Buries it. Tyshawn Trail with the three-pointer. 33-28 in favor of Woodstock Academy. This is Kita. Had it partially blocked, hits the backside of Hildebrandt, picked up by Opurum, but they're going to say he was on the baseline when he picked it up. So go
Both
back
were
over to
playing
Winchendon.
D. Didn't expect the pass to be so light, and it hit Hildebrandt in the butt, and Opurum couldn't quite get it. Timeout for
called.
Winchendon.
Yep, Winchendon's going to take the TO. We'll take a timeout as well. 3:53 to go here in the first half.
When it comes to financial planning, one size fits all isn't a fit at all. Ask the O'Brien Group, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, about the exclusive Confident Retirement Approach. It's a personalized, flexible, step-by-step approach towards financial balance, so you can feel confident about the future as well as your wants and needs of today. With the Confident Retirement Approach and a one-on-one relationship with an advisor, the O'Brien Group will help you live life and save for tomorrow in a way that's right for you. It's what financial balance is all about. So call me, Pat O'Brien, today at 860-208-9913. My office is conveniently located above the Shopper's Guide in downtown Putnam, Connecticut at 66 Main Street.
The Confident Retirement Approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor.
Mark, while we have a second, let's give our thoughts and prayers to all those folks in the center part of this country, the southern part of this country, who are absolutely decimated by tornadoes yesterday. The video coming out of there is just unbelievable.
Outrageous, to put it nicely. To put it back, I don't know how you want to put it, but it was just sad.
Yep.
It's probably the best way of looking and seeing the devastation. That ball goes all the way down to the
wasn't
out of bounds
touched.
on the other side. It's still Winchendon basketball is what they're saying.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
If they're saying it's Woodstock, it should be all the way down here.
They're saying it's Winchendon. He pointed to Winchendon.
I didn't touch anybody.
And Jacques Rivera's got the same question.
Blue ball going down. It didn't touch anybody.
Okay, no, now there's one official had one way, and then the other official I think overruled.
It never touched
and
anybody.
I think that's what the official just said, never touched. And we can actually see it here as he goes by.
Yeah, it didn't touch anybody.
Nope, it didn't touch anybody. Nope. So with the basketball, it will be Petrie to take it out. A 5-point lead for the Centaurs, 33-28, and another timeout, as they might want to discuss this a little bit, and they will. And we'll take a timeout as well with the score 33-28 in favor of the Centaurs.
December is a time to spend with family and friends, to end the year on a high note, and to make memories with those you love. It's because of our commitment to family that Grill 37 will be closed Friday, December 24th through Tuesday, December 28th. We want to welcome you and your family into our home throughout the month of December, making memories with you that will hopefully last a lifetime. Call today to make your reservation for your holiday party or just a dinner with your loved ones. 860-315-5640. Grill 37, making your holiday season merry and bright.
I don't know if anybody got charged with that foul, Mark, or that timeout, or it was just some blood on the court. I saw assistant athletic director Trent Peters out there taking care of some spots on the floor.
No, maybe that's what it was then. They had to get rid of that, or whether it was sweat, or who knows. Tyshawn Trail over to Jalen Petrie. Back to Tyshawn Trail, back to Petrie. We got another problem. Now it's a shot clock issue.
We'll start the shot clock again.
Yep.
Famakundi's into the game.
That's right. First time we've seen him today. Diavion, I should say. Diavion Famakinde.
I always screw it up.
Diavion.
I can't pronounce Greg Smith, so.
Well, it is a little bit of an issue.
Yeah.
So it is Diavion who will be in the ball game. Out there, number 4 from Brooklyn, New York. This is Tyshawn Trail and Jalen Petrie playing a little catch in the backcourt. Petrie.
Got to move.
Back to Tyshawn Trail. Stolen away by Hamby. Hamby drives to the hoop. No good. Rebound Trail. Back we go the other way. Trail goes right by 3 or 4 Winchendon players. Missed the shot but got the foul. Foul will be called on number 33. That would be Caden Doré. That is his first.
Team 6th. Not a whole lot of fouls called here in the first half.
Tyshawn Trail goes to the free throw line. Trail puts it up and good.
Beautiful free throw shot.
He'll get one more attempt here. Gets them both.
And I believe that's the biggest lead for Woodstock.
With the basketball and trying to go through is Al, and he'll be fouled as he did so by Famakinde. That's his first.
Team's 5th.
And coming back into the ballgame, Calabrese, he'll replace Doré for Winchendon School. And Hamby will take it out for the Wapitis.
And Woodstock's in a 2-3.
Calabrese to Jordan.
Unaccustomed, but that is a 2-3 zone.
Jordan, left side, they work it. And going to the free throw line and dishing it back out to Al. His three-pointer is no good. Rebound comes down to Petrie. Up ahead to Tyshawn Trail. Trying to get the block was Al, but picks up the foul instead as he literally pushed Tyshawn Trail away from the basket.
And Tyshawn Trail just did such a great job using his body to control that, going high off the glass and giving it a chance to go in after the foul.
Free throw attempt is up and good.
That's clean living right there.
Yeah, that hit everything.
Everything.
So he'll get a second attempt here.
Referee gave him the ball just a little bit early.
One more attempt for Tyshawn.
Coach Rivera wanted to talk to his players, was confident in his free throw shooter's ability to knock that down.
Second one is up and good. 37-28 in favor of the Centaurs. With the basketball is Jordan. Jordan with that left-hand dribble to Al, back to Jordan. Jumper is good from 3. Winchendon kind of needed that to get back in this ball game a little bit. 37-31 in favor of the Centaurs.
Simon Hildebrand tweaked an ankle, I believe, on that defensive set.
This is Hildebrand. His jumper from 3 will not fall. And trying to get back up to it was Petrie. He couldn't get the slam to fall. Down comes with Jordan over to Hamby from 3 again. No good. Rebound promise Opurum. Opurum to Trail. Trail runs it down the floor. Ball knocked away from behind. It's picked up there by Opurum and a travel violation against the Centaurs.
Promise Opurum disagrees with that. And I know Promise, he would never say something that wasn't true.
That one was hard. I mean, it was in the middle of the lane.
His first name's Promise.
That's true. So how can you say anything that's untrue? You promise not to.
Yep. Oh,
now
look at Dominic
taken
Strother.
away by Dominic Struthers, anticipating that pass. Got it. Goes over to Petrie. Petrie back outside. Famakinde with the basketball. Jaden Weebley is now in the ball game as well, occupying that low post. Missing the shot was Famakinde. Bounces all the way out, and it will be picked up by Jordan near the sideline. Jordan with the basketball. Jordan in the logo. Jordan sends it over, and they got it back over to Myrie. Myrie had it taken away by Dominic Struthers. Over to Famakinde. 1:49 left to go here in the first half of play. Famakinde drives, gets it up, and gets it to go. Famakinde on the basket. 39-31. Woodstock Academy right in front of us. Ooh, Famakinde took it hard. I think into our basically scoreboard area. You're right into the desk. There's a foul underneath. That foul will go on Weebley. That is his first on Jaden, and of Alberta, Canada. He's only 6'10" and about 280.
6 team fouls on Woodstock. Nobody has more than one.
So it'll be Hamby to the free throw line. Marquise Hamby. His first attempt is up and no good. We'll get one more. Chance to bring Winchendon back within 7. One more
I agree
attempt.
with Coach Rivera. That was a charge, not a block, because he was outside the restricted area.
Free throw is up and good. Yeah, he was definitely talking to the officials on that one, saying, hey, this is not the right call on that one. Up ahead is Famakinde. Over to Jay Shane Woodard. He lost a handle on the basketball, and it goes out of bounds, last touched by Winchendon. It may have been touched as he went up.
Yep.
Because it just disappeared from his hands. I think he was even surprised. Looked down like, why are my hands empty?
Like Coach Garceau doesn't get enough basketball during the year. He's in here watching.
Yep. Usually is on the clock.
Now Weebley gets his second.
Yep. Jaden Weebley. One thing about big centers, they draw a lot of attention, not only from the opposition. Unfortunately, not only from the opposition. With the basketball, Evan Poquette back in the
nice
ballgame.
touch by Famakinde.
Exactly by Famakinde. Up ahead, Struthers to Bradbury. Bradbury to Famakinde. Famakinde dribbles into the lane, puts up the runner. It's no good, but a foul. And the foul, who to go against? I
11.
didn't see. 11, thank you very much. That'll
His
be
second.
The second on La'al. Famakinde to the free throw line.
Federop, La'al, and Kita all have 2 for the Wapitis.
Famakinde at the free throw line. His first one is up and no good.
Get a little more air under that one.
Too much line drive to it?
Yes, sir.
He'll get one more attempt. And his second one is up and good. 40-32 in favor of the Centaurs. With the basketball's Poquette. Poquette over to Hamby, back to Poquette. Poquette drives through, knocked away, knocked down. The loose ball picked up there by Famakinde. Famakinde stopped at the elbow, back out to Bradbury. His three is good. Jalen Bradbury from three-point land. 43-32, a little double-digit lead here for the Centaurs. Hamby from 3, and he hits it.
Oof.
Nice answer by Hamby. 43-35. Favor of the Centaurs. Final 20 seconds here of the first half.
Shot clock's off, so Woodstock can take it all the way down.
Famakinde with the basketball. Famakinde with that right hand into the lane. Here's Woodard, who puts it up with a layup. Gets it to go.
That's how you beat a zone.
45-35. The long shot at the buzzer will not fall for Winchendon. And Woodstock Academy heads into the locker room with a double-digit lead, 45-35 over Winchendon School here at the Alumni Fieldhouse.
Visit and enroll at Quinnebog Valley Community College for the winter or spring term on Saturday, December 4th. Schedule your appointment now from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. to meet with an academic advisor or financial aid and get registered. Ready to learn more about QVCC? Join us on campus from 10 to noon for preview day. Take a tour, meet faculty and students, learn about our degrees, and get a free tuition program. Learn more at qvcc.edu/register and see you on the 4th.
Now, we realize that has gone by already, December 4th, but we'd just like to point out you can look at Quinnebog Valley Community College any day. Just call them up, make an appointment. I'm sure they'll be happy to see you, and it's a great place to go to school, Quinnebog Valley Community College.
QVCC every day.
I agree with that.
Because they are a beautiful, beautiful institution.
45-35 here at half.
Woodstock Academy fans, the Centaur Shop is the place to go for all blue and gold apparel. Shop the latest collection of hoodies, tees, sweatpants, shorts, and more on shop.woodstockacademy.org or visit us in person at the Centaur Shop, located on the south campus of the Woodstock Academy.
When others say no, First American Home Loans says yes. First American Home Loans is licensed in every New England state, with the exception of Vermont, and also licensed in those great getaway states of South Carolina and Florida. First American Home Loans has been helping borrowers for over 30 years, and Keith Wilcox would like to say thank you to all of his past customers, and he's excited to help you, his future customers. Just call or text Keith Wilcox at 860-428-6300. 860-428-6300. That's Keith Wilcox, First American Home Loans. 860-428-6300.
And welcome back to Woodstock Academy, the field house on this Sunday afternoon. Mark Ellard and Greg Smith along with you. And, when you look at this first half of the game, it's been kind of, Winchendon hanging in, right, but Woodstock Academy threatening to pull away.
Well, Woodstock Academy's got a much deeper bench. There are excellent players on both teams, but Woodstock Academy seems to have more, and they just come at you in waves, and that's something Winchendon has not been able to handle.
No question about that. And, and the thing about it with waves is depth. Isn't that where the waves come from?
Absolutely. That's what makes the waves. When the depth comes up to the shore and Woodstock is coming at you in waves. There were times when they would bring 5 players in off the bench, and Winchendon just doesn't have an answer to that.
No.
Now, Hamby has 18 points so far in the first half, but can he do that for the rest of this game? Can he carry Winchendon and keep them close? Right now it's double digit. It's a 10-point game. And it seems to me that Woodstock's just ready to go off at any given time.
Yeah, it seems like the opportunity is there, and if it wasn't for Marquise Hamby, they might have already.
Right.
Because Hamby at times, he's hit some really crucial buckets that have really, at least kept the Wapitis in this game.
Winchendon's only has 5 players who have scored in this game. Jordan's got 7. He's the second leading scorer. Calabrese has 2. Fedorov has 3, was limited by fouls. Myrie has 5, but then 18 points, more than half of their points are coming from Marquise Hamby. He can't continue to do that, and I'm sure Coach Rivera is downstairs right now talking to his team about how to limit that.
No question. As we are at halftime here, when we come back, we'll take a run through the halftime statistics. 45-35 in favor of the Centaurs.
Hi, this is Jeff Busquet.
And Kaylin Busquet of Steve Busquet's Appliance and TV, your hometown appliance store. We've been committed to providing the lowest prices and best customer service in the area for over 35 years, and we are excited to continue this tradition at our newest location, now open at 600 Main Street in Willimantic. We carry and service your favorite and most trusted brands of appliances, TVs, and furniture.
We know you've all heard about back orders in the appliance industry, but at Busquets, our salespeople can find you what you're looking for in stock and ready to be delivered. Amana washers and dryers are only $4.89 each. Whirlpool front-load washers and dryers are only $8.49 each and can handle a king-size comforter. Frigidaire 18-cubic-foot refrigerators are only $6.75. And just arriving, a new batch of Scratch and Dent appliances at our Willimantic store. Scratch and Dent are brand new with a full warranty. We have 18-cubic-foot refrigerators for $5.99. Side-by-side refrigerators start at $8.99. And remember, at Busquets, we service everything we sell and take a year to pay interest-free.
Check us out at one of our locations in Danielson and Willimantic or online at BusquetsAppliance.com. Pay more, what for?
Well, here's the good friend.
I'll drink to that. Say, Ernie, still fooling around with magic?
Oh, yeah. In fact, I've got a great new trick I've been working on.
Ernie, not the watch and scarf trick.
It's the watch and scarf trick. Now, let me show you. Mel, give me your watch.
You're not going to make it disappear, are you?
Now, Sylvia, I need to borrow your silk scarf.
Be careful with it, Ernie. It's my mother's.
No problem. Now, I take Mel's watch, wrap it carefully in Sylvia's scarf, and then set fire to the scarf.
Ernie!
And poof! Uh-oh.
Look at my $2,500 watch.
Jeez.
My mother's scarf. That's the watch and scarf trick.
Let me show you how it's done.
Show me. Who's your insurance agent?
There's no trick to finding good insurance coverage. Just call Girardi Insurance Services for homeowners and automobile coverage that really covers. Our experience in designing comprehensive protection programs can be tremendously helpful in your planning for the future. You never know what's going to happen next, so know you're ready for whatever happens.
When they ask who's your insurance agent,
Say Girardi Insurance Services, your independent agent.
we're the answer.
See them online at GirardiInsurance.com.
And we're back with you here at Woodstock Academy, 45-35 in favor of the Centaurs as the second half about 4 minutes away or so. Some halftime statistics courtesy of Mr. Craig Smith.
For Coach Kevin Keogh's Winchendon Academy Wapitis, Javon Jordan has 7, TJ Calabrese has 2, Frederick Felderop has 3, Mike Myrie has 5, and they are led by Marquise Hamby's 18. For Woodstock Academy Centaurs, a much more balanced scoring. They don't have anybody in double digits. They're led by Tyshawn Trails 9, Jalen Bradbury's 2 big threes for 6. Famakinde?
Diavion
Famakinde, that I can say, has 3. Promisopurum with 2. Jayshawn Woodard with 7. Trayvon Jackson with 3. Jameen Charles with 6. Simon Hildebrand with 2. And Dominic Strother with 7. 45 points for Woodstock Academy.
And of course, this is just our first of what is scheduled to be a 4-broadcast week, as we also have the Woodstock Academy girls taking on the Wyndham Whippets tomorrow. The first game of the Woodstock Academy girls basketball season, and it's kind of exciting when you think of last year. They only played 9 games.
Right.
The boys only played 12. There were no fans in the stands. It was a different kind of season. I'm sure the girls are looking forward to getting something a little bit more, use the word, normal.
Right, and the teams we were playing were local teams, not in our size or class, and these girls want to show what they can do against the ECC, and they want to know what they can do.
Although it's not going to be an easy start by any stretch of the imagination. Wyndham was very good last year. Montville was not, but they do have, if everything, I haven't seen any rosters, 6'2" Maya Hillman is back. Right. And that indeed is a weapon in herself. So they play them on Wednesday. Then they have Waterford coming into the Alumni Fieldhouse on Saturday.
Be careful what you ask for.
And then they have Killingley on next Monday, I do believe.
Right.
And Killingley is going to be a handful this year.
And Woodstock has a little limitation. They have some players down with injury. They have some illness on the team. So Coach Will Fleeton is trying to figure it out. He's trying to fill holes. No seniors on the team.
No seniors,
so
only 4 returning players.
Right, and he's trying to fill those holes that he had from last year's squad, and get everybody. And we saw it yesterday in the UConn game. Paige Bruckers goes down, and they've got to figure it out. Now, they're all good basketball players on this team, or else they wouldn't be there. But they have to figure out their roles. They have to figure out where the points are coming from, and that's going to take time. It's going to be a work in progress.
And, of course, on Thursday, it'll be Woodstock Academy, the Centaurs, a boys high school basketball team against Waterford. Their home opener, season opener as well. And we plan to have that game for you live from the Alumni Fieldhouse. The Centaurs only have 2 returning starters, Ethan Davis and Parker Anderson. But they had a lot of JV players who got a lot of experience last year as well. And I think Marty Hart is pretty happy with what he's seeing right now.
And they're tough kids. They're kids that are going to get after it on both ends of the floor. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Coach Hart can put on the floor with this team.
So we go into the second half here of this game. The Woodstock Academy Prep Basketball Gold Team taking on Winchendon School, the Centaurs against the Wapitis. A 45-35 lead right now for the Centaurs as we go into the second half. And really no foul trouble that's really prevalent. I mean, Frederick Felderop, Emmanuel Lawal, and Mohamed Kita with a couple each for the Winchendon School. And I don't think anyone has 2 for the Centaurs, do they?
Weebly. Jaden Weebly has
that's
2.
Right. I forgot Weebly because he got both of his in the last 2 minutes.
Right. Good job by Coach Keogh and Winchendon not getting any of those 3 players their 3rd foul in the first half. So now he can play with some reckless abandon. Because as we said in the halftime, he doesn't have the numbers to try and run people at Woodstock Academy.
So we're set to go here for the second half. Marquise Hamby will take it out for Winchendon. Over on the far side from us, Dominic Struthers and Jay Shane Woodard, both of them out.
Look at the length.
I would say that's a little intimidating if I was Winchendon right now. If I'm Marquise Hamby, I'm like, I got a lot of people in front of me, and they're pretty tall. So I'm going to go right in between them. With the basketball is Myrie. Over to Jordan. Trap right here on the corner. I think I know what Jacques Rivera said in the locker room.
Turn up the defense intensity.
Yeah, think? Because they just did in that little exchange. Didn't take a long time to figure that one out, did it?
And Winchendon's in that 3-2 or 1-2-2.
Keenan Emmanuel with the basketball. Dominic Struthers, Jameen Charles, Jay Shane Woodard, and Jalen Bradbury out there for the Centaurs. This is Woodard. Back over to Struthers from 3. No, it rims in and out. Rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by Woodard. He'll go back over to Winchendon School.
And Woodstock sets up in a 2-2-1 press. The way you beat a 2-2-1 is get it in the middle.
Well, you've got to think that the defensive talk in the locker room was huge because they did not press a lot in the first half. I don't think they pressed at all in the first half. That was Kita with the basketball. Over to Hamby, looks to go baseline. 2 people on him. Over to Kita. This is Jordan. Jordan, and he got it knocked away by Woodard. Back over to Felderop. They kick it back out. Jumper by Myrie is no good from 3. Bradbury on the rebound.
And that's what this defensive intensity will do. It'll turn up the pressure. It'll make the game move quicker.
Emmanuel with the basketball inside low post. Jameen Charles back out to Bradbury. Bradbury over to the far side. Struthers down to the low post on the weak side to Woodard. Back out to Bradbury. Jumper for Emmanuel. And he just sank that one home with a teardrop.
And brought rain, I think.
Yeah, it was more than a teardrop, I guess. So a 3-pointer for Keenan Emmanuel, a missed 3-pointer on the other side. Rebound, Kita lost it, picked up by Dominic Struthers. 48-35 in favor of Woodstock Academy. Bradbury over to Emmanuel. Emmanuel down in the low post. Reverse layup is good by Jameen Charles.
Oh, what soft touch by Jameen Charles.
50-35. 15-point lead for the Centaurs. The pressure certainly causing some problems right now. This is Felderop with the basketball. Runs right into Jameen Charles. Tosses it back out as he was heading to the baseline. Into the arms of Dominic Struthers. Up ahead is Keenan Emmanuel. He goes to his knees. Back out to Struthers.
Nice
Wide
pass.
open to the baseline is Woodard. He puts it up and no good but a foul underneath.
That'll be 3 on Kita.
I think you're right. Yep. Kita picks up his 3rd.
But nothing he could do.
No. He had to go underneath there and defend, because that was just a wide open baseline look for Woodard.
Great pass.
That ball was knocked away by Felderop, but he fell down. Can't really follow up on it, as going back for it was Dominic Struthers.
Can't be backcourt on an inbound.
Nope. Well, Felderop touched it as well, so really wouldn't matter. With the basketball is Emmanuel. Emmanuel over to Woodard. Woodard over to Jameen Charles. Puts it up. A little turnaround baby hook. Couple of baskets in a row for Jameen here. 52-35 in favor of Woodstock Academy.
Short.
Jumper is short. You're right. Rebound Woodard to Bradbury. Bradbury almost had it taken away by Hamby. Reverse course at the right moment. Woodard picked up the ball. Back to Bradbury. Jumper with the right hand. It's no good. Jameen Charles can't get the follow, but the rebound came down to Woodard. Back out to Strothers. Over to Woodard. Woodard bounce pass along the baseline. Foul.
Kick.
Lower kick. So we'll go back over to the Centaurs.
20 seconds on the clock.
Coming in will be Law Al. He'll replace Kita, who's already got those 3 infractions. Emmanuel will take it out. 20 seconds on the shot clock for the Centaurs. Okay, get it into Jameen Charles. Can he get 3 in a row? Nope, misses that one. Rebound comes down to Felderop. Gives it up to Javon Jordan. To Law Al. Law Al back to Jordan.
Travel.
Well, yeah, he moved both feet. I'll agree with you there. Hamby's shot is good for 3. I agree with you. I think there was a travel there that no one picked up on. 52-38. Emmanuel with the basketball. Over the timeline, Hamby on him. Emmanuel looks left, dishes into the corner. Bradbury down low, knocked away. Felderop picks up the loose ball to Hamby. Hamby went right around Jay Shane Woodard. Jumper by Javon Jordan is no good. Jameen Charles on the rebound to Bradbury.
Hit Emmanuel.
Bradbury gets Emmanuel. Step back 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Myrie. For Winchendon. Back we go the other way. Myrie with the basketball. Gives it up to Hamby. Behind the back dribble, and he lost it because Strothers was on his backside. Strothers wide open jam.
And that's at least 3 steals for Strothers this half.
What they're really doing well on is doubling on the ball. They are just all over the ball right now. This is Myrie. Charles says, no, you're not coming in here. Rejected. Felderop tries to go against the dishes off on the backhand to Javon Jordan. No good. Rebound Strothers. Right now, I think Winchendon a little bit intimidated to go into the paint. Emmanuel over to Woodard. Back over to Emmanuel. Strothers, left side, Bradbury, 3. Got it. Jalen Bradbury.
Timeout, Coach.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a run starting to develop here for the Centaurs, an 8-pointer. 57-38 in favor of Woodstock Academy. Felderop. Myrie to Jordan. Jordan into the lane, back out to Myrie. Myrie drives the lane, puts it up. Oh, Charles is not here. Reminds me of that commercial as well. There's almost a travel.
That's a travel.
Yeah, they're going to get the travel on that one. Is it Manute Bol who does that commercial?
Jameen, yes. No, it's Dikembe Mutombo.
Is it Mutombo? Okay.
Jameen Charles is down.
Where they wave it off, and Jameen did go down hard. And they're going to go out and check on the big guy. Jameen Charles, let's see exactly what happened
Great
here.
minutes out there.
Yep, the ball was along
Looks
that
like he's
far
okay.
side, and it was tossed down low. Let's see what's going on with Jameen here. Went inside, put it up.
Great block.
It was a great block. It'll be on this. We're kind of looking at the delayed feed here, and they it was a run. Okay, it was a run into each other, and a little bit of breath taken away. With the basketball is Sean Walser is in the game, throws it away. Corey Jones with it to Ty Trail. His runner off the side of the backboard, got his own rebound. Rolls out of bounds off of Ty Trail, back over to Winchendon. So it'll be Winchendon basketball. So you have Sean Walser out there now for Winchendon along with Myrie. Hamby's still out there. He doesn't get much of a rest. Loyal also out there, as well as Poquette back in the ball game for Winchendon. With the basketball, Walser over a cross court. Jumper from 3 is no good for Hamby. Trevon Jackson on the rebound. The push from behind by Loyal. That'll be his 3rd, yeah.
Yeah.
And a timeout's going to be called by Winchendon with 14:48 left to go in this ball game. The score, Woodstock Academy 57 and Winchendon 38.
Hey ladies, we want to share a secret with you. You're right. The fastest way to a man's heart is through his stomach. So why not get him what he really wants this year? No, not another necktie or tools. A gift certificate to Grill 37. It's a gift that he'd be happy to share with you. Get your gift certificate today at Grill 37, 37 Putnam Road in Pomfret by calling 860-315-5640 or at grill37.com.
Grill 37, helping you make this holiday season merry and bright, closed December 24th through the 28th.
Woodstock Academy fans, the Centaur Shop is the place to go for all blue and gold apparel. Shop the latest collection of hoodies, tees, sweatpants, shorts, and more on shop.woodstockacademy.org or visit us in person at the Centaur Shop, located on the south campus of the Woodstock Academy.
Back with you as we have 14:48 left to play here in this one.
You know, in Woodstock Academy up 12-3 this half against Winchendon, and it just shows you the defensive intensity that Coach Rivera came out with in this half. And you've got a whole new five in there that saw what the first five was doing and what's needed here.
So set to go and ready to roll. Corey Jones up ahead to Ty Trail. Ty Trail to Corey Jones. Reach in from behind by Winchendon. That'll be Hamby who picks up his first.
And that's his first of the game. Team's third. Woodstock still without a foul.
Corey Jones.
And Mark, you always see that. The team that's more aggressive has less fouls called against it usually.
This is Jones with the basketball. Over to Simon Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt from three, no good. Rebound comes down to La'al.
Double that. Yep.
And the foul up top will go on number 2, Tyshawn Trail, his first.
Team's first.
Be Winchendon basketball right near us. They're going to put two guys on the inbounder again.
And you're going high-low. You go high-low.
Yeah, one high, one low, right? But can you just... trying different things here.
Long as he doesn't touch the ball on that half, he can put his hand wherever he wants. But if he touches the ball out of bounds, that's a technical.
With the basketball is La'al from three. It's no good. Rebound, Tyshawn Trail will race it up the floor. Trail runs it over to the right side, gives it up to Corey Jones. Jones inside. This is Promise Oporum, knocked away by Hamby. Hamby down that left side. Hamby running, blocked away by Tyshawn Trail out of bounds. It'll stay with Winchendon.
That, Mark, was
a
block.
That was pretty.
Hamby had it pulled back to do an absolute tomahawk, and it was stuffed.
And that's going to be a foul underneath.
Hildebrandt.
Yep. Simon picks it up, his second.
Team's second. Got a timeout.
We're going to take a timeout as well with the score 57-38 in favor of Woodstock Academy.
I have been doing theater and acting since I was 8 years old. I absolutely love it. Coming here was one of the best decisions I've ever made, if not the best. The school has been so supportive. I am so unbelievably grateful. It's amazing to be in an environment where people want you to succeed and want you to do well. My name is Maggie McLaughlin. I'm a junior from Woodstock, and I am Woodstock Academy. For more information on where you can spend your next 4 years, please visit woodstockacademy.org/future centaurs.
Back with you here at Woodstock Academy with the basketball Winchendon. The ball
look
was
at
knocked
that.
away from Myrie.
Little late on that call. Okay.
The foul will go on number 20, Trevon Jackson. That'll be his second.
Team's third.
and it'll be a Winchendon basketball. And that ball was knocked by Hildebrandt. Jump ball call will go back over to the Centaurs.
Excellent defense on that inbound play. Woodstock's really turned up the intensity. Winchendon only has 3 points so far in this half in over 6 minutes of game time.
With the basketball, Simon Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt has to keep it in the backcourt, gives it up to Corey Jones. Jones, cross court, Trayvon Jackson. Jackson drives, had a little bit of a hand on the ball by Walser. It goes out of bounds after partially blocked. They'll say last touched by Jackson. Back over to Winchendon.
And Woodstock again in that 2-2-1 press. Full court, or three-quarter court.
With the basketball is Lyle over
Double
to
that.
Walser. Down to Myrie. Myrie, had a ball.
Stuffed.
Yeah, kind of stuffed, I think. Or knocked out of his hand partially. Jones, this is Promise Opurum in the lane. It's no good. Walser on the rebound and a foul. Flop. A flop called on number 24,
warning.
Marquise
Just a warning.
Hamby. Yes, just a warning, but a flop is the call. You don't see that very often.
No, but it's a point of emphasis this year.
So that's interesting. A flop call.
And it was.
And it was against Simon Hildebrandt, correct?
No.
Oh, it was
against
on.
White.
Okay, I just want to make sure about that Hamby. Up ahead, they work it. And going on, and it's no good for Lyle. Ball bounces away. It's picked up there by Corey Jones.
Great smartness by Jones to stay inbounds.
Tie trail to Jackson inside low post. Opurum bounced along the baseline, on the baseline, out of bounds. Back over to Winchendon.
Woodstock offensively is just looking a little disconnected right now.
Ragged. Walter Andrews back into the ball game for the Centaurs, as is Jalen Petrie. Ball goes into the middle to Hamby. Hamby. Back over to Poquette. Back over to Hamby. Hamby with the basketball. Goes to the corner. Jumper by Walser was blocked. Petrie, it was Opurum on the block. Loose ball was picked up by Petrie. Up ahead, Bradbury rewards Petrie by giving it back to him. Back over to Bradbury. Opurum kicks it back out. Jones misses everything. Petrie on the rebound. Reverse layup is no good. Walser on the rebound. And back come the Wapitis with the runner. Here's Myrie using that right hand to fend off. And the first basket in about 3 minutes. Do we have a timeout?
No.
We have a timeout. I think Woodstock Academy called a timeout, a 30-second timeout. We'll call one as well. With the score, Woodstock Academy 57 and Winchendon 40.
December is a time to spend with family and friends, to end the year on a high note, and to make memories with those you love. It's because of our commitment to family that Grill 37 will be closed Friday, December 24th through Tuesday, December 28th. We want to welcome you and your family into our home throughout the month of December, making memories with you that will hopefully last a lifetime. Call today to make your reservation for your holiday party or just a dinner with your loved ones. 860-315-5640. Grill 37, making your holiday season merry and bright.
And since it is the holiday season, may we wish everyone a very Merry Christmas
Happy holidays.
and a Happy New Year. Happy holidays.
And yesterday was a very happy day for Coach Chad Neal and the Killingly football team. Congratulations to them.
Winning the Class M state championship, 28-14 over Rockville.
It was always nice when we won our state championship. We got so many notes of encouragement from around the area. We're all in this together.
We certainly are.
We don't get much love from the rest of the state.
No,
that is for sure.
Very little. Let's put it that way. I know they won for one reason, and that was because from my house last night, I heard a lot of sirens.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I live in Killingly, and I heard the parade going back to Killingly High.
Well, if you talk to the rest of the state, the only game that mattered was Fairfield Prep versus Darien.
I know.
And that's just not the way it should be.
On the right side is Jalen Bradbury. This is Corey Jones from three,
Boom.
and he buries it. A three-pointer for Corey Jones, a 60-40 lead for Woodstock Academy. Up ahead is La'al. La'al against Jameen Charles. A blocking call, yes. So La'al will get the bucket and another attempt. Foul will go on Jameen. His second. Jameen out of St. John, Antigua.
And 11 gets the bucket, his first of the game, and he'll shoot one.
Chance to cut it to 17. Puts it up and gets it home. 60-43 in favor of Woodstock Academy. This is a Jalen Bradbury. Low post to Charles. Back out. This is Jones. 3, no good. Rebound comes down to La'al. Up ahead to Myrie. Myrie driving and puts up the runner.
Lost the ball going up, but still had the ability to hang on to it.
60-45. That ball knocked away by Myrie from Petrie. Misses it. Petrie altered it just enough. Walter Andrew on the rebound. Andrew tied up, but he gets through the double team. Up ahead to Bradbury. Bradbury's jumper is good for 3. Nothing went right there for Winchendon. 63-45. That was just pure strength on Walter Andrews' part to get through that double team, and we have a hit to the head.
Walter Andrew, I believe.
Elbow.
Yep.
Gets called for it, his first. Walter Andrew is one thing. I was talking to Jacques Rivera last week, and he says, you know what? Walter Andrew is one of those kids who has, one of the few kids on this team who has some New England prep school experience, and therefore has a little bit of toughness to him in his mind. And from that point of view, happy to see him on this team.
And he gets after it, and he sends a message to everybody he's playing with, you better get after it too.
With the basketball is Hamby. Over on the left side, this is Poquette. Poquette trying to dribble around Andrew. Got it over to Myrie.
This is a zone by Woodstock.
La'al, bounce pass kicked out of bounds by Bradbury. And coming back into the ball game will be Federer with 10.5 to play. So it'll be Winchendon basketball to this near side.
20 on the clock.
And we got another substitute. Keenan Emmanuel comes back in for Corey Jones.
10:39, 18-point game. 20 on the shot clock. I think that's all the numbers we need right now.
That's the reset. And
look at
double
this double.
Team right around the
look at that
timeline.
double.
They got it over to Hamby. Myrie managed to get through that. La'al picked up the ball, knocked away by Jameen Charles. Got it right over to Jalen Petrie, who gets the ball back from Bradbury. Quickly up ahead to Walter Andrew. This is a two-pointer that's no good. Backside rim. Rebound, Andrew got his own. Puts it back up, blocked by La'al. Loose ball came down into the arms of Felderop. And back we go the other way for Winchendon. Myrie brings it down the floor. That one kind of knocked away off the knees of La'al, but I think it hit Petrie on the way out. So it will be Winchendon basketball. So we've reached the halfway mark here of the second half.
And again, this is a 2-3.
And that ball is going to be knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wapitis.
Woodstock goes with a 2-3 on baseline out of bounds.
And with the basketball is Hamby.
Trap that.
Trapped over by Will Peaks, who's into the game, I think, for the first time today. That ball is given to a La'al, who went to the basket and got fouled in the process. Foul will go on Jameen Charles.
His third.
And for those of you wondering, what is and we may have mentioned at the top of the broadcast, a Wapiti. Well, from what I was told, and the only way I knew this is I looked at the mascot and the insignia, if you will.
It's on their uniform.
Yeah,
it's on the back of their uniform.
It's an elk, or a form of elk, or I guess a buck would be another one.
And on the right-hand thigh of the shorts.
So at the free throw line, La'al hits his first.
Wapitis versus the Centaurs. Welcome to New England prep basketball.
You figure it out.
Yeah.
Will Peaks checked in and checked out just as quick. La'al will get one more attempt here. And his second one is up and good. 63-47. In favor of Woodstock Academy as Keenan Emmanuel brings the ball down the right side. Played a little catch there with Famakinde, who's back into the ball game. They go cross court to Famakinde, launches the three and misses it. A little short. Winchendon will let it go back out of bounds. He'll go back over to the Centaurs.
Long shots.
Winchendon school.
Long shots mean long rebounds.
Yep. In this case, in the stands on that far side. Felderop will take it in. gives it up and over to Hamby. Back over to Felderop, launches it down the floor. Leal puts it up and in. Leal, I should say. A little slam there for the Winchendon player.
14-point game.
Struthers with the basketball. Keenan Emmanuel. Right side is Bradbury from 3, make it a 17.
That's Bradbury's 5th 3 on the day.
Wow. Getting it up there points-wise. Runner is up and no good for Calabrese. Rebound comes down to Jameen Charles. Over to Bradbury. To Keenan Emmanuel. His 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Dominic Struthers. Famakinde. Jumper by Bradbury is up and no good. Rebound comes down to Leal. Had it knocked away from him. Emmanuel over to Jameen Charles, and he slams it home. I like Jameen Charles' game today.
Absolutely.
68-49.
On both ends of the floor.
I agree. Knocked away again. Emmanuel on the run. No good. Missed on the follow by Struthers, but not by Famakinde. He'll put it up and home.
Gotta love that hustle by Woodstock.
70-49 in favor of the Centaurs. Felderop dribbles through a few, gives it up to Calabrese. He gets it knocked away. Picked up by Famakinde. We're going the other way. Bradbury to Emmanuel. Layup is good. And you're going to get a timeout now. I think there might be one needed. 8:09 left to go in the ball game. 72-49 Centaurs.
When it comes to financial planning, one size fits all isn't a fit at all. Ask the O'Brien Group, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, about the exclusive Confident Retirement approach. It's a personalized, flexible, step-by-step approach towards financial balance, so you can feel confident about the future as well as your wants and needs of today. With the Confident Retirement approach and a one-on-one relationship with an advisor, the O'Brien Group will help you live life and save for tomorrow in a way that's right for you. It's what financial balance is all about. So call me, Pat O'Brien, today at 860-208-9913. My office is conveniently located above the Shopper's Guide in downtown Putnam, Connecticut at 66 Main Street.
The Confident Retirement approach is not a guarantee of future financial results. Investment advisory products and services are made available through Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor.
72-49 in favor of Woodstock Academy over the Winchendon School on this Sunday afternoon. Nice way to spend a Sunday.
Absolutely.
Winchendon
came out and really turned up the defensive intensity, and it led to some points. They cut it to 14, and then Woodstock went on a bit of a tear and has gotten it back out.
So out there is Promise Opurum.
23-point game.
Famakinde, Tyshawn Trail, Keenan Emmanuel, and Dominic Struthers. With the basketball is Felderop for Winchendon. Gives it over to Myrie. Back over to Felderop.
Nice.
They tried to get it into the middle to Hamby. It was taken away by Struthers. Down they go. Layup by Famakinde wouldn't go, but the follow by Struthers does. A little bit of a run. A lot of a run for Woodstock Academy at this point. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Centaurs. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11-0 run at this point. If you take it back just a little bit further than that, it becomes a 14-4 run. So that'll give you some extra points and give you the 25-point lead that they currently enjoy. That ball just taken away by Dominic Struthers from Myrie. That lost it. Ball goes kicked out of bounds or off the knee, and it last hit a Winchendon player, Hamby. Come back to the Centaurs.
We don't keep steals, but Dominic Struthers, he's got to have 5 this half.
Yeah, it might be pretty close to that. Famakinde with a three-pointer. And the beat goes on. 77-49. Ball's taken away by the Centaurs. Famakinde, Felderop knocked it back to his player, Myrie. Myrie gives it up to the corner. Hamby's jumper is only a 2. And it goes home. But that breaks the 14-point run. 77-51 Centaurs. Left side. Famakinde reached in from behind and a foul on Myrie.
His second. Team's
7:08 left to go here in this ball game. Centaurs looking to go up to an 8-4 record. Winchendon, if they continue in this manner, will fall to 1-4 with a loss here today. Dominic Struthers inside the lane and may have traveled. Yes, he did.
He gathered, he just brought his feet together, and that's the travel.
So they'll take it out underneath. Felderop gets it into Calabrese. Back to Felderop, over to Myrie. Myrie will bring it down the floor. Back over to Calabrese. Right in front of us, that double team again.
Hit the line.
Yeah, he did. Hit half court.
The referee directly in front of us was right there to make that call.
So it'll be Woodstock Academy basketball. Coming into the ball game, Caden Doré. He replaces TJ Calabrese. Jaden Weebley back in from Alberta, Canada. One of two Canadians on the team. Hildebrandt also from Winnipeg. Winnipeg, Manitoba, am I correct?
Yes.
Jumper is up and good from 3 for Ty Trail. 80-51 Centaurs.
And this game, which was a game, is quickly getting away from Winchendon.
Now that ball goes off the fingertips of La'al and out of bounds, back over to the Centaurs. Dominic Struthers over to Keenan Emmanuel. Emmanuel back to Struthers. This is Famakinde. Famakinde tossed it up in the air to Weebley, could not get the jam to fall. Winchendon back the other way. Myrie against Famakinde, draws the foul on Famakinde.
That'll be 2 on Famakinde.
One thing I should mention, tomorrow's game will be a single game for the girls, as the JV game will not be played. Wyndham not having enough athletes at this point. Not an injury or not an illness situation, as far as we know. Nothing COVID related or anything like that. Just not enough athletes to play the JV game at this time. Free throw is up and good for Myrie. Game time still at 7. Trying to move. Looking over at Sean Saucier, the athletic director. So we might be moved up a little bit. We'll see. Maybe 5:30. Okay, we'll see if we can get that moved. You have no problems with me from that.
Or me.
or Mr. Smith. Myrie misses the second. Ty Trail from 3. Not this time. Going flying to the ground with Struthers. Myrie came up with the basketball. Kicks it over to the left. Jumper from 3 is no good for Hamby. Coming down to the basketball was Ty Trail. And that one's knocked away and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Centaurs.
Boy, they are trying to get it into Weebley.
Aren't they, though?
Yes, they are.
Kind of give the big guys some help, huh?
Yep.
Get him some points. Walter Andrew back into the ball game, replacing Ty Trail. I think I know my star of the game. I like Jameen Charles.
Absolutely.
I like the way he dominated that middle and really caused Winchendon to really change their game, I think, a little bit. Famakinde with a 3.
And Famakinde didn't come in until late in that first half, but he has put up some points.
84-50, well, 83-52. I thought it was 84-51. Maybe I'm wrong. What do you got?
I've got that, 83.
Okay, 83-52.
Look at Emmanuel go to the rebound.
Famakinde with the basketball. Struthers to Emmanuel, and a foul under. It will go on Weebley.
That'll be his 3rd.
Oh, I know what I did. That makes sense. That's what happens when you give credit to the wrong side, right?
It happens.
Yeah. Threw that wrong free throw, put it up and put it on the Woodstock Academy side.
And Hamby, who had 18 points in the first half, only has 5 in this second half.
Cross court up by Felderop, goes over to Doré, and Doré gets the 2-pointer. 83-54 in favor of Woodstock Academy. Famakinde with the basketball. Bullet pass inside to Weebley. Weebley puts it up, it's no good. Rebound comes down to Doré. Felderop. La'al jams it home.
Well, when you're up this much, Yeah, I thought maybe there'd be a timeout after that one.
And there is. With 4:44 to go, 83-56, Centaurs.
Visit and enroll at Quinnebog Valley Community College for the winter or spring term on Saturday, December 4th. Schedule your appointment now from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. to meet with an academic advisor or financial aid and get registered. Ready to learn more about QVCC? Join us on campus from 10 to noon for Preview Day. Take a tour, meet faculty and students, learn about our degrees, and get a free tuition program. Learn more at qvcc.edu/register and see you on the 4th.
And we do realize, of course, that December 4th has gone by, but you can still go to Quinnebog Valley Community College. I'm sure you can just call the admissions office, and they'd be happy to give you a little, shall we say, tour of the campus, as well as options for your future education at Quinnebog Valley Community College.
And
great location.
It doesn't matter whether you're 18 years old and just coming out of high school, or you're starting a new phase in your life and you're going back to school. QVCC just does such a great job for everyone in our community and helps them to continue their education.
Beautiful campus in the Danielson area, and not far from Woodstock, that's for sure.
No.
Easy to get to. Simon Hildebrandt will take it out for the Centaurs. They lead this one by, my quick addition says 27.
Yep.
I could have been wrong. Famakinde with the basketball. 2 players on him. He just kind of puts it down, tucks, and gives it up to Walter Andrew, who drives the baseline. He gets fouled as he did so. I think Felderop will be the one who's called on this one. And indeed it will be.
His third.
And it'll send Walter Andrew to the free throw line out of Bridgeport. Not far away. One of the closer ones, actually, outside of maybe Logan Talbot from the Blue program.
Yep.
Woodstock Academy grad, now playing for Woodstock Academy Blue, which is playing as we speak in the Bronx, New York, against Our Savior Lutheran.
And we haven't had any updates, have we?
No.
The only player for Woodstock who has not scored is JP. And
That's a normal thing.
Jaden Weebley.
That's a normal thing, isn't it, though?
Oh, absolutely.
That's the way it usually works for the Centaurs, especially earlier in the season, where Coach Rivera is trying to get everybody as much looks and time as he can, and he tries to share it and still produce some wins. That was Myrie driving into the lane, a jump ball called, and it'll stay with Winchendon. A little bit of pushing and shoving. Weebley right now and La'al talking it out, and not too nicely. They managed to separate the two. That discussion was not, are you coming to Christmas?
Big J is a very laid-back guy, but I wouldn't want to mess with him.
I wouldn't either. So it will be Winchendon basketball after the jump ball.
And referees did a nice job keeping everybody separate. No fouls at this point, but
warnings, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Hamby will take it out for Winchendon under the basket.
And 29-point game.
To Felderop. Felderop over the top of his head. Jumper by Doré, missed it. Rebound Famakinde. Brings it down the floor. Almost had it stripped from behind by Myrie. Manages to retain possession. Put up the jumper. It's no good. Hamby comes down with the ball. Hamby spins around Famakinde. Goes to the baseline. Kicks it back out. Felderop. Cross court. Doré ran into Weebley. You're not going to run into Weebley and have a good result. But he does get a foul.
That will be 4 fouls.
Yeah. It's one thing about Jaden. He's going to pick up a few infractions here and there.
Well, Dr. James Naismith made it 5 fouls in a game. And
use everything you got, right?
If you don't get your money's worth, you're just leaving them on the table.
Exactly. Free throw is up and good by Doré. That'll be one more attempt here for the Winchendon player. Emmanuel comes to the bench. Weebley stays out there with 3:49 to play. And a 28-point lead. Missing the second one, Weebley on the rebound. And they throw that one out as Andrews just could not handle the pass from Jones. 85-57. 3:44.
The Wapitis are just, coach is still coaching them. Even though they're down, you know you're not going to win this game. You're going to coach every single possession.
Prep basketball a little bit different than high school in that regard. As Weebly went up and Hamby went over. Just managed to loft it over the top of the big guy. Got the basket to fall. 85-59. Jones. Famakinde from 3, no good. Rebound almost came back down, hit the wire near the shot clock. So go back over to Winchendon. The nice thing is I still get to go home and watch the Packers play. It's great.
You're not going to watch the Bucks game?
Oh, Tampa Bay against, who are they playing?
The Bills.
Oh, that's right, Buffalo.
Yep.
How about the Patriots and what they did to the Bills last week? Huh?
That was impressive.
All running except for what, 3 passes?
3 passes.
Ball goes out of bounds by Winchendon.
And if you listen to sports radio, that was the worst thing that ever happened and terrible. I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
Guess what? Did they win?
Yes, they did.
Okay, enough said. That's what I look at it. I mean, if you've come up with a game plan that maybe people don't like but is successful, let them not like it.
Lazy
On the
pass.
interception of that pass is Myrie, and he will get the slam.
Lazy pass, and can't have that even when you're up this much.
I think the focus went away a little bit on that one, if you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Jones with the basketball. Tosses it up the floor, and Woodard watches that one go over his head. Jacques Rivera probably not very happy with this last minute or two. You know, he wants his team to be, 100% on no matter what.
100% of the time.
Yeah. With the basketball, Mike Myrie.
He's calling for a high screen. Good hedge.
Gets it from Felderop, gives it up to Law Al, who puts up the 3. That's no good. Rebound, Causey got a hand on it, knocked it over to a teammate. Hamby misses the 3. Goes out of bounds, goes back over to Woodstock Academy. Final 2:04 in this one. Jameen Charles will be our star of the game. We'll be talking with him, as well as with Woodstock Academy head coach Jacques Rivera after this one's over. Oh, they're going to say, is they're saying Winchendon ball? I think they called it Winchendon ball, didn't they?
Initially, they said Woodstock Academy. Yeah. Baseline official overruled this sideline, the back official.
With
good
the
job,
basketball
good job.
Myrie, Andrew and Hildebrand all over him, and a timeout. The only really option he had was for Myrie to call the timeout. He gets it just in time. And we'll take a timeout as well with the score 85-61 in favor of the Centaurs.
December is a time to spend with family and friends, to end the year on a high note, and to make memories with those you love. It's because of our commitment to family that Grill 37 will be closed Friday, December 24th through Tuesday, December 28th. We want to welcome you and your family into our home throughout the month of December, making memories with you that will hopefully last a lifetime. Call today to make your reservation for your holiday party or just a dinner with your loved ones. 860-315-5640. Grill 37, making your holiday season merry and bright.
I know a lot of people around Woodstock Academy waiting for this week to come to a close.
Absolutely.
Holiday break.
I'll be one of them.
Yes, you will be one of them. Holiday break coming up for a lot of people. And the prep teams, I think, play into the weekend and then are done after Saturday, if I remember correctly. I think the basketball tournament is coming up, and they'll play a few games there, and then they'll be able to call it a day and head home to family and friends.
And they are looking forward to it as much as anybody on this campus.
I would say so. I don't think every one of them left for a Thanksgiving break.
No.
I think most will probably leave for the holiday break.
Simon didn't get home because of Canada's rules about COVID.
Right. That's right.
I don't know about Jaden Weebly.
Myrie with the basketball. Myrie over to Hamby. Hamby pulls it back outside. Calls people over, drives to the elbow, kicks it back out to Lyle, and that's a shot clock violation on Winchendon.
Winchendon was not aware of the time on the clock. That's when you hear Coach Rivera's teams always counting down. When that clock gets under 7 seconds, you hear the bench count. And we didn't hear that from Winchendon.
First shot clock violation of the afternoon. Emmanuel with the basketball. Bounce pass along the sideline to Weebly, and it hit the sideline. So we'll go back over to Winchendon.
And I think both coaches are looking just to get the last minute 25 out of here.
Yeah. Head on home.
Without any problems.
Head on home after that.
I'm surprised Winchendon has not gotten out of that 3-2.
Winchendon drives in against Weebly. No good on the shot by Hamby, and the foul on Doré. That'll be his second. Caden Doré.
Should be shooting 1-on-1.
Yep. Oh, only 6.
6.
So it will be just ball underneath for the Centaurs.
I have it right here.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
It's also on our score. All we have to do is look sometimes at our screen, and we might have been able to figure that one out. You know, I think it's habit. I always look at the scoreboard, and we have it right on our screens. But the basketball is Corey Jones. Off of the foot of Weebly, and it ends up in the hands of Felderop on the other side. Myrie, bounce pass to the baseline. Nothing happening there for Doré. Got blocked underneath by the rim. Keenan Emmanuel dribbling around to Corey Jones. Jumper from Hildebrandt. Nope, not this time. Rebound Felderop had it knocked from behind by Jalen Bradbury. Picks it up. There's Weebly, and he gets his first bucket. Am I correct?
You are correct.
So Weebly enters the scoring column. Does that leave just one player without a basket?
JP.
Drive by Hamby. Little one-handed runner that won't fall. Emmanuel on the rebound. Drives with that right hand, kicks it to the corner. Bradbury brings it along the side.
No foul in just a couple of seconds. 1 second difference.
Bradbury shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Winchendon. Just 14 seconds to play. Shot clock is turned off, much to the delight of Trent Peters. Shot is no good by Myrie, and the final 7 seconds will tick off, and that will be our final today. 87-61, Woodstock Academy raises their record to 8-4 on the season, while Winchendon will fall to 1-4 on the year. Jameen Charles is our star of the game. Talk to him and Jacques Rivera when we return to the Alumni Fieldhouse in a moment.
Well, here's the good friend.
I'll drink to that. Say, Ernie, still fooling around with magic?
Oh, yeah. In fact, I've got a great new trick I've been working on.
Ernie, not the watch and scarf trick.
It's the watch and scarf trick. Now, let me show you. Mel, give me your watch.
You're not going to make it disappear, are you?
Now, Sylvia, I need to borrow your silk scarf.
Be careful with it, Ernie. It's my mother's.
No problem. Now, I take Mel's watch, wrap it carefully in Sylvia's scarf, and then set fire to the scarf.
Ernie!
And poof! Uh-oh.
Look at my $2,500 watch.
Jeez.
My mother's scarf. That's the watch and scarf trick.
Let me show you how it's done.
Show me. Who's your insurance agent?
There's no trick to finding good insurance coverage. Just call Girardi Insurance Services for homeowners and automobile coverage that really covers. Our experience in designing comprehensive protection programs can be tremendously helpful in your planning for the future. You never know what's going to happen next, so know you're ready for whatever happens.
When they ask who's your insurance agent,
say Girardi Insurance Services, your independent agent.
We're the answer.
See them online at GirardiInsurance.com.
Jameen Charles is our star of the game today as he helps the Centaurs to an 87-61 win over Winchendon School. Talk about the domination of the paint for you guys, because you really kind of set the tone underneath.
Yeah, it was easy. All we had to do was play more aggressive, because at first we came out, we started slow, and then we wasn't like finishing our layups and stuff. So all we had to do was like play more aggressive, and get more touches in the paint.
How much did you need this win after that 3-point loss on Friday?
Oh, very bad. We wanted this so bad so we can get back on our winning streak, so we're not losing no more games after this.
Is this a tough time of year with holidays and everything else going on?
Yeah, it's a very tough time. You know, everybody going back home to see their family and everything. Yeah.
You going home to Antigua?
Yeah, on the 16th.
Yeah, the smile is coming out. There's no question about that.
Yes,
is
sir.
this team starting to find itself a little bit, though? 8-4, you kind of got this last half of the season, or at least big part of the season coming up in January and February. Do you have to find yourselves?
Yes, sir. We had to. all we have to do is listen to coach and just trust what he's saying, and we'll be a good team.
One thing that coach, I had to guess, said in the locker room was turn up the defensive intensity at halftime.
Yeah, he told us to step on their throats. Yeah, that's all.
For good reason.
Yes, sir.
Jameen, congratulations. Great effort out there.
Thank you.
Jameen Charles joining us, our star of the game. Right behind him is Jacques Rivera, the head coach of Woodstock Academy, as he enjoys an 87-61 win over the Winchendon school. And I think Jameen said it, maybe a little bit of a slow start, but by the same token, you kicked into gear there in the first half.
Yeah, I thought we got to stop with these slow starts. They've come back to bite us multiple times. If you go back and look at the games we were unsuccessful, we played, what's today, Sunday? We played Friday night against St. Thomas More, and we spotted them 18 points. You just can't do that. Even though we know that the pressure is going to allow us to get back into games because of the way we play, but it's not going to allow you to win basketball games if you continue with these slow starts. You know what I mean? And I don't know if we're still like in a pandemic bliss. I don't know if every team's having a slow start or what, but maybe it's me. Maybe I'm too calm.
I don't know if you're too calm.
That's not the answer.
That's not the answer. Just as far as the domination in the paint, though, that's one thing that we saw. Jameen Charles was not letting anybody in there.
Yeah, well, that we've tried to make that our calling card, right? I think it's important that we show our presence in the paint. We've tried to do that. Even late in the game, we tried to get Big J a lot of touches. We try to establish ourselves in the paint. And then defensively, we don't want to just look good getting off the bus, right? It's no sense in having 6'10", 6'11", 6'9", and not really protecting the painted area. You know what I mean? So we've made it a conscious effort to make it something we want to be about.
You know, one more week, you have the basketball tournament, I do believe, coming up, and then some time. Good or bad?
Well, I think it's really good that these guys get to go home and see their family. I always try to remind people of what this is about, right? Credit to schools that play over Christmas break, but it's still important that these kids get a chance to go home and see their loved ones. Jameen Charles is from Antigua. He hasn't been home since August.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true. He hasn't been home since probably June.
Oof.
Because he played AAU during the summer, which is the whole month of July, and then he moved in August. So he gets to go home and see his parents, and even though they came to a game and things like that, it's not being home being your own bed. So I think, from a humanistic standpoint, it's really good. Basketball-wise, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, because you may come back a little rusty in January.
No time for the weary. We come back. We got Notre Dame, West Haven, and then we got South Kent. And January is really tough for us. So every 3 to 4 years, the calendar kind of kicks in this weird way. Where January, I think we play something like 13 games in the month of January. But we can't look past next week, right? We got to take care of our bodies and be ready to go for practice tomorrow.
Coach, Dominic Strother, I don't know how many steals he had in that second half, but when you came out after the break, the way his length on the press just gave them fits. How important is it to have a man that's as athletic as Dominic Strother doing those kind of things for you, whether it's scoring or playing defense? He just looked great.
Yeah, no, I thought Dominic was great today.
Yep.
I thought he was great today. I think he's starting to find his stride. He played great down in South Kent a couple weeks ago, and he played great against St. Thomas More before getting in foul trouble. I think it's important, right? If you look at where basketball is, a lot of times you have small, quick guards, which Winchendon has. Everyone has one, right? Every team we play is going to have a small, quick guard. If we can bother people with our length up top, Dominic holds a 6'10", and 6'11" wingspan. I think he might have just clipped a 7-foot wingspan, actually, last time we measured him. But he's long, he's agile, and he's going to be a really good college player. I'm going to tell you why.
He's smart.
He knows how to play. He can shoot the ball at 6'9". He's got to get stronger. If you look at him, he still doesn't fully control his limbs, but his best basketball is ahead of him. I mean, he dove for a loose ball after getting a hand on it with his anticipated, gets a hand on it, dives for a loose ball. That's a 6'9" kid you're watching dive for a loose ball.
And getting touch after touch after touch.
Yeah, I mean, he had some offensive rebounds, but he couldn't get anything to go in the first half. He went and crashed it back. I thought he was great. I think that, and then he opened up the game with a corner three to help us get on the board. So I think colleges are starting to realize how talented he is because he's not a center. Like, I think people have to understand that. You look at Jameen Charles, Jaden Weebly's are centers.
Yes.
Dominic's not. He's a wing forward who has the ability.
Yeah.
He's a 3 who has to improve his ball handling, but I think improved ball handling ability is going to come with strength. As he gets stronger, I mean, it's sky's the limit for that kid. Don't be surprised if he ends up somewhere and then has a great career, transfers up, and ends up getting paid to play this game. I do think he has that ability.
Yeah.
Sounds great. John, congratulations. Good win today.
Happy holidays,
Happy
guys.
holidays. 87-61 was the final. We'll be back with some final stats courtesy of Greg Smith in just a moment.
When others say no, First American Home Loans says yes. First American Home Loans is licensed in every New England state, with the exception of Vermont, and also licensed in those great getaway states of South Carolina and Florida. First American Home Loans has been helping borrowers for over 30 years, and Keith Wilcox would like to say thank you to all of his past customers, and he's excited to help you, his future customers. Just call or text Keith Wilcox at 860-428-6300. 860-428-6300. That's Keith Wilcox, First American Home Loans. 860-428-6300.
Welcome back to Woodstock Academy, 87-61. Everybody's leaving us here, Greg. We better get some final stats in before we get tossed.
Well, here we go for the Wapitis of Winchendon Academy. Javon Jordan had 7. TJ Calabrese had 2. Frederick Falderop had 3. Emmanuel Lael had 9. Mike Myrie had 12. Marquise Hamby had 25, and Caden Doré had 3. For Woodstock Academy, this is going to take me a while. Corey Jones had 3. Tyshawn Trail had 12. Jaden Bradbury had 15. Diavion Famakindi had 11. Walter Andrew had 2. Promisoporum had 2. Keenan Emmanuel had 5. Jay Sean Woodard had 7. Trayvon Jackson had 3. Jameen Charles had 12. Simon Hildebrand had 2. Dominic Struther had 11. And Jaden Weebley had 2.
There you go, 87-61 the final. Woodstock Academy raises its record to 8-4. Winchendon falls to 1-4. We'll be back with you tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Right now, it looks like for the game time, may change to 5:30 as the Woodstock Academy girls take on the Wyndham Whippets. Live here from the Alumni Fieldhouse. For Greg Smith, I'm Mark Allard. Have your